took two numbers, basically the boundaries of this interval where the random number will be taken from. So let's try random, well, say between 80 and 150. It will give us a float number between these two numbers, and then we're just going to use that new height variable to feed this random value into the make single tree function. So again, let's save the script, evaluate it, let's try it, but before actually creating new trees, let's remove the previous ones using the other script that we have created, and just click on the My Object Creator again. There you go, all nice and random. So our script now creates a random number between 80 and 150, puts it in the new height variable, and then uses that variable to pass on our random number to the make single tree function. The effects so far look really good. We have this nice random forest created. There are a lot of objects that we have just created, however. If we open up the Select by Name dialog, you can see that there's like many objects for the trunks, many objects created for the branches. It's pretty crowded. So let's extend our script with a new feature that groups all the objects we are creating together to allow easier handling of our little forest. For that, we are going to use the grouping functionality in 3ds Max. Since there are Max script functions for virtually everything that you can manually do in Max, there must be such a function in Max script for grouping as well. Let's try in the help and see what we can find. Open the Max script reference, and in the index panel type group. Well, the first couple items that it found look interesting. Group rollout user interface item, that's probably not it. It's saying rollout, which we don't really know yet what it is. Then there's the group and group box. Well, I place my bet on the group function because group box that sounds weird. So let's just open up group and see what it does. Group, that's the function's name, and then these are the parameters it's expecting. Well, what's the description? Makes a group of the given nodes and returns the group node. You can optionally specify blah blah blah, but the first sentence is what's important. That's the function that we were looking for. It creates a group of the given nodes, and the first property, the first parameter it expects is a node collection that it's going to group together. As you can see, this function has three optional parameters, of which one is name. That's actually going to be the name of the new group node that this function will create, so we will use that optional parameter as well. So we want to group all the objects that we created. Now we have a script already that deletes all our objects, so based on that script we will be able to tell how to gather all the created objects easily. Let's go and see it in the script. How did we do that deletion? We just used delete $myObject*, which found all the objects that had their names starting with my object. That's perfect, and we'll just use that again. So after these lines where we create all the trees, we'll just place a new line that groups all those trees together. The function went group, then it expected the node collection, which was $myObject*, which found all the myObject objects, and then the optional parameter that we're going to use, the name parameter, which is going to be myForest. So after our for loop finishes, we call the group function. We give the group function the requested node collection here, and we also give a value to the optional parameter name. So let's reevaluate the script, save it and evaluate it, minimize it. I'll delete the previous forest and create a new one with the reinstalled script. And let's check the select by name dialog. And oh the joy, there's only one object, and that's the grouped forest that we created.